What? I've already ruined the video. I'll have to edit it again.
No, I was just gonna ask
What?
if you got everything else. Like,
I think so. He has my 2 juries, and then I'll get those back.
Yeah.
No, he has no. They're in the deck still.
Yeah.
They're in the deck for the deck profile. I'm leaving that in the video.
I just wanted to make sure we had everything
Yeah,
finalized.
that's his side deck, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
you're fine. Hey everybody, I'm here with Malcolm. He just got second place in this super cool Impact Gaming Center local championship. Who'd you play today?
I played JB Sue under the water symbol today.
I'm panning down and then you just go. I'm gonna let you go wild while I go throw this garbage away.
Yep, you're a type.
Thanks,
So,
I appreciate it.
Jamie Sue, Peacekeeping Breakdance. He's the 7-hand, 22 size, or 7-hand size, 22 health character. It has a response once per turn after you play an attack. Add a drink counter to this card, and then it has the Tenacious Enhance that your attack gets +1/+1 for each drink counter, max of 4. Then if your attack is completely blocked, ready this card. So I like Jamie because when he was first revealed, I had instances of Asui 1. So I wanted to build him, but instead of clearing the card pool under the water symbol, I could re-ready, which would technically be the opposite of progressive, ignoring progressive.
Correct.
And just the kind of up and down motion to use it a lot. So it's just like if my attacks are blocked because they haven't getting pumped with +2 or +3 or +4 all the time, I mean, I constantly have a foundation to commit every time when I'm on offense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the character. I'll slide that over there.
Hell yeah.
So we do attack lineup because that's what I started with when I built the deck. This is the 3rd iteration of this deck.
Okay, so it's version 3 then.
Version
okay.
3.
Hell yeah.
4 copies of Battle Or Release.
That card sucks.
This card is great. Of course, it's enhanced, caps you at 4, but then Jamie could add an additional 4 as well too.
Yeah.
So it just makes it stupid big.
Yeah, it's stupid big.
It's also a great flow card because I can just flip a foundation and draw a card. Most of my attack lineup, they're running 23 attacks in here.
Okay.
Over half of them, you play them, you get to draw a card. They replace themselves.
Oh, cool.
And then
All right.
it bumps up to 3/4 of it with triggers if they get response triggers.
Okay.
So
okay.
just about almost every attack in the deck
Yeah.
replaces itself.
So it's just it's standard aggro, draw cards, kill people.
Yeah, it's very often I can play 5 attacks in a turn, build 3, and still be holding 3.
Okay.
So, but that's just what it does. There's no secret on that. 4 copies of Lethal Slash. Sure, it's a 2 checks, but we're not babies here.
No, we're not scared.
1, again, it replaces itself for the draw, and 2, the response. If I do check bad, it clears itself.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I can just play this, or play a first one, and then just constantly clear this to either tax your hand
Yeah.
or tax the zone.
Sure.
And that way I can play the big ones later on. So there's no secret with that one. I don't hit the response button every time. Sometimes if I need the momentum when we come to the defensive cards in the deck, I will keep them as well too. Or to help trigger that capture the target.
Yeah.
But there's special circumstances with that. 3 copies of Shoulder Toss. That came from Bo's starter deck.
It's in Bo's starter deck, yeah.
Yeah, it's a starter one, it's a throw. But what's great about it is it's 5 base damage. So even if I put 3 drink counters to make it an 8 damage throw.
And they partial block.
If they partial, I still get the trigger.
Hell yeah. We like that.
So I'll still get the trigger to ready up a foundation that hasn't been ready and to draw a card. Again, it's replacing itself, it's a throw.
And you can randomly give it slam if you want.
And I can get it slam if I wanted to because Jamie is a brawler.
Yeah.
But just 3 of that because it's kind of like a flow card. It has a terrible block mod.
It has a terrible block mod.
4 copies of I Am a Hero 2. Originally this was Breaking, but Breaking was very good early mid-game if I built well, but it did nothing for me once I had 3 or 4 counters.
Yeah.
I'm a Hero 2 has the Breaker 2, which saved me a ton today.
Hell yeah.
And it's free just to pull. I don't have to have the drive response to attack. So if I check bad, it's still okay. I'm just playing enhanced, we're fine. But I think this got played more for the Breaker 2 than it did as an attack to play.
I do think there's a thing to say that this is technically a real 5 diff that gives you a counter, and not a 6 diff that gives you a counter. Granted, because if you have momentum, you could use break-in. This card, because I played against Jamie in the final round, John was also using I'm a Hero 2, and he would go response Jamie, play it, then play another one. He was at 3 counters on turn 2.
Yeah.
This allows you to accelerate a lot
faster. And that was
faster.
the deal. Yeah, because in our game, we've seen any character that adds +2 can usually is good enough to win regionals and championships. So Jamie already getting 2, like I can play this turn 2 and have 2 counters off rip. That means you're immediately on the clock a lot faster than you want to be.
Correct.
So, one thing that I do miss about Breaking is Breaking had powerful. but the breaker 2 is helpful.
Yeah, I also had a
There
plus
were
one high,
sometimes
had
I
a
wish
plus
I
one
had.
block.
And a
as
plus
well.
one high block.
Yeah, plus one high, yeah.
Which I could have used today too. 4 copies of Smash and Stomp.
Okay.
If you're not playing this on the symbols, I don't know what you're doing.
That's fair.
It gives +1 to the next check, so I mean you can continue your string going. Which I either may play another one to keep it going, or that's when I'll play the last card, which is Fast Hyper Chimera Crack, or something along lines of that. Or it super helps when I got Lethal Slash, so if I do check that, it helps that out, and I get to clear it, and so it just does what it does, and of course on response to the hit, it's a low, so it forces people to kind of have what they...
And it draws a card on hit.
And it draws a card on
which
hit.
is the theme of the deck. We love drawing cards.
And 3 copies of Fast Hyper Chimera Kraken. This was added after the Webcam Warriors.
Okay.
I wanted a way to interact with assets, because the times that I didn't find the Titanstone Knuckles, which we'll get to later, I was essentially playing cards to burn through the Cape of No Return, to burn through, and it's just like if I just had that other attack, I could have won the game or could have forced something else to happen.
Sure.
And it's good for committing and freezing, which goes along with another foundation that we have too. And then the +2 helps as well too for one of those lovely like Rodans, and then when they want a -5 or 6 in a turn, you know, just to get one to hit through, which I usually use on the Smashing Stomp or something that triggered for me to draw. That's when they came and hit.
Okay.
And that is attack lineup. That was 23 attacks.
Okay. How big was the deck?
It is a 63 card deck.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Like super lean.
Super aggressive.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So 0 discs, 3 copies sending targets, and 6 checks to help with that. You know, 0
low block.
mod.
It's only bad to block with when you're at 1.
Yep. 3 copies of Surprising Skill.
Okay.
Again, this card helps me because of the sealing or committing down on my rival's turn. So it allows me to either commit down their stuff if they've checked bad, or I can continue to re-ready up, which again, water symbol, that's what it does. In order for me to be able to pass out. I normally don't block like more than twice in a turn between damage reduction, just having that. But if I needed to keep the string alive, it was helpful.
Okay.
It also helped on offense too. If people were trying to get my stuff to commit down, I could very easily get stuff ready back up.
Okay.
Because it does, it was rival effect. So even characters, I was able to get that up and going.
What's funny is something just popped into my brain. If someone filtered out your attack, you get to
I get
pop
to do that.
Yeah, I just realized that.
So 3, capture the target. Again, I play primarily 4 diffs and a string. Also, we now have card pool stuffing on your own turn. So if I ever got freaking slapped with the runaway or plenty of other things like that, you know, I could at least...
Yeah, there's a new water card at Turtles that does that.
Yep, that I could at least try to recoup my progressive. Or Driven by Retribution. Same deal. So it's 3 of. I don't like seeing multiples of it because I don't really get to take advantage of it until my stage gets built out.
True.
3 copies of Guardian Angel of Chinatown. This just shuts down a lot of stuff. So let's keep going. So
that card shuts my deck down.
So just any
Luckily me, I didn't get to see any of that.
Any type of damage reduction, I just say no. You're eating this attack. Just eat it. 3 copies of Ecological Fighter. I like a lot of the cards in the June's structure deck. But if you don't play water or order, you don't really get the benefit of it. This one is I just flip the floor is flip ready 1 face down. The ceiling is flip ready 2 because if I've done damage, I get to ready 2 face down.
That's very cool.
It's just an extension tool. And then at best, I can re-ready on offense or defense to go.
What? Oh wow, that's crashed. Well, some of our cards do.
This is probably the most questionable card. I like it, but it doesn't pop up all the time. So we'll see. It's a dual technique. It's a response flip after attack deals damage. You have to freeze the rival foundation. This is good in like the middle of my string turn because after people have committed down to block earlier attacks, I kind of freeze because freezing is a form of defense. You know, if you can't ready 3 or 4 foundations, that's a quarter to half of your stage that you can't use on your turn. So just in case I wind up having bad checks because I have a 2 check or something happen or I check bad during the turn, I don't have to worry about it.
What bums me out is that's not on a Kai symbol. The card would be so good with Kai.
It would. 4 copies of Fast Friendship.
We love this card.
I don't have any defense on face. I need to see as much as possible. All my face down effects and water symbol for flipping. Very often this is a -3. Very rarely do I get like out flipped and I can't. I think Fern was the only one today that I had to -2. I can only be doing -2 against, so because we do still need to block. 1 copy of Face Shield. I dropped down to 1 because decks nowadays just eat this card alive now. So it just seems like it's not doing as much.
It's not relevant as much.
This is for primarily though for like my Fallen Titans or anything that shifts down.
Sure.
Just to get rid of. So 2 copies of Cheerleader. I love this card. I'm so glad it got reprinted.
Yeah.
Being able to flash helped with a lot of the blitzes that I can't deal with. So like sweeping daggers is less scary.
Yeah.
When it came to I didn't run into any MMM decks, but whatever the freaking shot, I forget that card, lets you do stuff with the asset. Dangerous Shot or Gambit, Dangerous Gambit.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yep. I could just flash it and like. So this is primarily for blitzes.
You could also flash the third attack.
Yeah.
And then they can't.
And then they can't
get it in.
Yep. So it was just good for flashing that. It's good for flashing my opponent's stuff that needs either to pump anything, or stuff that I knew that I couldn't block. If it got pumped, I could just beat the base damage. So absolutely huge. I'm very happy at a 2-of. I don't think I'd have it at a 3.
Yeah.
One of my favorite cards, I dropped down to a 2-of and it felt good. Tusku's Crew.
Card's fucking sick.
Sometimes you don't draw the cards that you need or you play aggro. This just kind of helps me dig. Again, it also has a brawler response that if my attack's completely blocks, I get to flip this and then ready a foundation. So that hasn't been
that
ready.
card's super cool because it's really relevant on both modes.
Yeah.
That's super neat.
Yep,
Like
so
that.
I will burn them once per turn, and then I can very easily flip it for the response and get full value out of
It's so weird
the
that
card.
card's not a unique, to be honest, right? Like, I would assume that card would have been
It
unique.
would be, but I think because the brawler a champion,
Yeah.
I think they kind of
Yeah.
figured it out.
Yeah.
2 copies of Moment of Normalcy. It's Moment of
It's
Normalcy.
moment of normalcy. That's all I say in every deck profile. It's moment of normalcy.
Aaron Sidestep, same deal.
Yeah, I love Aaron sidestep.
Sometimes I will use this though
On your own moves?
on my throw.
Hell yeah.
I'm just like, okay, you're committing to blocking it anyway, or the throw, the speed doesn't matter. I might as well be able to draw and keep digging for that.
Becomes any one of your attacks become a cantrip.
Yeah.
We love that.
This card pulls insane weight in the deck. 3 copies of Mikasa Feast Female Titan. Remember I told you Osu 1 was the inspiration for this build? There's wall cleaning for you.
Yeah, wall clink, baby. It's
So
better wall clink.
It shut down whatever the new TNT card I played in his deck, to where it's just like if you don't block this, you have to stuff your card pool with a random card in your hand. Throws, I just get to say no. I got to use this against Tasty Riff and a bunch of other stuff. So it makes sure that I have every correct block zone in hand, and any on-hit triggers, I can just negate.
Correct.
1 copy of, drop this down to 1. I'm kind of sending explanation. I don't have to deal with it. You can do your blitzes. Again, Fallen Titans, Beast Titans, Rock Barrage, or anything like that. If I can't block, I can just say flip, remove.
You get to mansplain us.
Yep, I get to mansplain it and force you to keep having to dig deeper.
Yep.
The other 3 diff is 2 copies of Dedicate Your Heart. So once per turn enhanced, I get to sacrifice a foundation. Ready a foundation has not been ready. Again, Battle Aura Release and all my other cards flip this cost.
Yeah.
Once I commit those face downs, I get to blow those up and ready up another one and keep my string
love
going.
God of Thunder at home.
Or stay alive on defense, because I've had to use this on defense. And it has a neat deadlock in hand, so I get to flip and clear 2 cards from my card pool.
Yeah, well, I love using that to ready Moment of Normalcy and say you have to go through it twice.
Yep. So yeah, it's super good. I love it as a 2-of. Again, it's a 3 diff. I'm running 2 checks as well too. But yeah, play more 3 diffs. Stop being a chicken.
Wow.
All right. 2 assets. I'm saying Sweeping Daggers made everybody scared to play 2 checks with the things cost.
Yeah.
Run your deck. There's 4 cards. The odds of you running into that, whatever, break the math down. 2 copies of Titan Stone Knuckles. That's a unique, but it's absolutely devastating. I like it because I can play it from hand. Or because it's a brawler, I can play it from the stage as well too.
Yeah.
Deflect 3 in addition to Referee Drury, what we'll get to. I don't know how much damage reduction I've done in a turn with these cards, but be able to have 1 in stage and then be able to play 1 from hand as well too, just completely ruins math. Again, with the face down foundations, this gives them purpose because I can commit 1 to be a +2 damage in the stun. Which now if my rival wasn't thinking about committing, I could stun something down. And I tell you, you have to, be forced to block this. Again, with the amount of damage reduction in our meta now, being able to say, hey, +4, all right, now it's +6. You're burning a lot of resources for 1 attack, and then hopefully I can just string you out from there. Because I get to keep doing it. Damage reduction is usually you spin it once per turn. Either it's committed, the backup for stamina, or it's flipped for cost. And then the response is absolutely devastating because I get to use that on both turns. You block my attack, and I get to blow up your asset. And then on my turn, if I block your attack, I get to blow up your asset as well too. I got to do that. I got to blow up tattered capes and item boxes today.
Hell yeah!
So that
no one gets cool stuff.
Yep. So that was a ton of fun. I love this card.
Yeah, that card's super sick. I think that card's kind of underplayed, but I do think it's more along the lines of assets have a weird spot in our meta right now, just because everything's so action cancel like pilled right now. So
and this is why I like it has deflect 3. I think without the deflect 3, I wouldn't play this card today. And then the last is 2 copies of Referee Jury. It's Referee Jury. It saved my skin a ton of times, especially against Big Freaking Explosion. In other games, stuff like Titan Pile and things like that, it just says, hey, we'll set this to 4.
Correct.
I've had combined this before, depending on how low my health is, with this and deflecting with Titan Stone Knuckle to say, hey, this is 1 damage. Redo your math again. Again, the response comes in handy from now and again. It just kind of depends on what's there. So, but yeah, and that is the deck. Like I said, it's 63 cards.
Sideboard.
Sideboard time. And this is not the real sideboard. I explained not all the sideboard.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get
I'll
those
take my
back to
juries
you.
back.
So 3 copies of Activate the Coordinates. This is for any backup deck that I play against.
Card would have wrecked me.
Just saying, hey, Blitz, all of them get -2 health.
Yeah.
And then the deadlock, if somebody ever goes into deadlock, I've only had 1 person go into deadlock against, 2 people go into deadlock against me today. Just to tell you, flip 3 foundations.
That's pretty wild.
Means that your answers or whatever. And it's a base 4 high for 6. So
it's a huge stat. Yeah.
So, but I had 3 of them in there because I said if I'm playing against backup decks, I kind of need to see this card.
Yeah, you do.
And again, just playing 2 of them, 4 health is going to wreck most backups or drop them below a threshold that they can't use their abilities.
Correct.
So, that's the only time this would ever come in, but it'd be super clutch in that moment there. 2 copies of Eye of the Tiger. I'm aware Godzilla exists. And Porco. I didn't play a Porco or a Godzilla today, but this card has come in clutch against Porco like 1,000 times. Only time they have gotten away with one on me is they have like latent skill or got freaking loss of cautiousness off the top.
And sealed,
it. So that is strictly just in there for them. I don't care if I lose checks on my end. This is always played on defense. Just to tell them that you're going to have to do a raw or use a character enhance. 3 copies of Rejuvenating Prayer, or 2 copies, excuse me, of Rejuvenating Prayer. Again, I am aware that Unyielding Heat still exists in the deck. This just says it washes.
Oh, the one that if you block,
you lose
one?
a health.
Yeah.
This has an enhance. Our first enhance, it says if my attack is blocked, I gain a health. So it completely negates Unyielding Heat on my turn.
It does have Deflect 2 on it.
It does have Deflect 2 on it as well, too. So that's just what that's in there. Again, I hardly see Unyielding Heat, but I know it still exists. These were a consolation. Originally, this is supposed to be 3 of my 5th Solve My Problems.
Oh, sure.
That card, it's a 1/4 or 1/5?
It's a 1/5.
It's a 1/5.
Yeah.
It says response, flip after your opponent gets a speed ahead, set it to 4.
No, it's any attack.
Any attack, yeah.
Yeah, so you can set your own moves to 4 speed.
Yep, and it just sets it to 4. That is my hard counter for Midori on the move.
Yep.
I just wait till that last form triggers and then just say, okay, set it to 4.
Correct.
And go from there. Again, didn't run into Midori if that is the hard counter. But today my successions was 2 copies of Death Smuggle just to have a reset whenever I wanted to. That was a 3-def, and then a copy of Team Dr. Ichigai, just in case I need to cancel out some asset responses or things like Filled with Doubt, I think. Not a keyword.
No, it's not a keyword. So it stops everything but keywords.
It stops everything but keywords. So but that would have been 3 my 5th Solve My Problem.
Okay.
So, that's the deck.
Any shout-outs?
No, I hate you all. Just
he
kidding.
hates everybody. You heard it here first.
No.
Malcolm hates everybody.
I'm the most wholesome person in UVS. Maybe.
I don't know. That's a challenge. Someone come out wholesome this man.
Someone might out wholesome me. But no, just shout out to all the other content creators as we're trying to grow this game and everybody else who is playing. If you want a mix of having an attack, but you want some real defense, because Water has real defense, then you can play Jamie. Because most other aggro decks, that's kind of a deal. They just have fake defense or 1 or 2. Between damage reduction and legit just being able to block. This deck kind of is the nice mix between the 2. So
hey, shout out your own channel, man.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that too.
Yeah, you could do that too.
So you can follow me. It's Mamolian on YouTube. I haven't done much on Twitch because I kind of need a YouTube following for that first. And my computer struggles streaming right now. So I do that profiles. I will be doing new content, kind of running through like the beginners to advanced steps. Like, like for example, sometimes talk about new players. Just when they're talking about trying to go for decks or go for kills, and it's just like, if you can't take like half your rival's health, then just build out.
Yeah.
Or if it's cards that get
Yeah,
you resources, play them and go.
Yeah, it's about risk
that was
management.
something that I wasn't taught until like I kind of became enough. So I'm kind of like that next level where you're kind of contemplating whether I should go in. I know I can't kill them. I can't count to 29 or 30, whatever's in my hand. Well, would you maybe be able to do 15 and still kind of like not commit out? That's those things you think about, And then also like turn one build strategies and things like that. So, because some people I noticed, newer players hold too many cards. I'm like, you're not going to block 3 attacks turn 2. Maybe you get lucky if you Rodan and hit like +3 modifiers off, and a lot of that. So build your stuff out. Stop holding so many cards. You're probably not going to be able to block that many.
The truth being told right here.
Yeah, so, but that's stuff that like you don't find out until you get early enough. And like, that's kind of that gap that I'm trying to bridge, because it seems like people make beginner stuff and then you talk about advanced stuff
and there's no intermediate,
so it's like just trying to find that gap is there. That's the niche that I'm trying to occupy, so because everybody does deck profile, I do them. That's like the next thing that I'm kind of looking forward to.
Hell yeah. All right, well, cool. All right, Malcolm, thanks for coming out. Thanks for showing us up your deck.
See you guys.
Bye, everybody.